together that story of exactly where those potential tornadoes hit. So this is
Right,
going to
and
be
if you are
important
going to send that
information.
in, of course, again, let us know exactly where that location
Yes.
was. Hey, this is 5 miles northeast of Dowagiac, let's say. And
Yeah.
that helps us out than just saying, hey, here's this video. I have no idea where that video is. So again, location is key. The more details that you can provide, the better.
All right, we're going to let you catch a break now. We've got Wednesday's Child to talk about, and thank you again, Andrew. We appreciate you so much. Wednesday's Child, of course, is what we like to do on Wednesdays, and thank you again for our First Alert Weather team helping us out with all things safety and also planning ahead here in our area. Wednesday's Child, I want to talk about some of these kids that we have featured. First of all, we've got Daniel coming up this week. He is a sweetheart. I met this kid. If you tune in just before 6 tonight, you're going to meet this 10-year-old kid who loves Legos. And he actually told me that it's something that he wants is to be adopted. He wants to have a family because he doesn't know when he's going to get a family, and it really worries him. You know, you think about what your kids are worried about, and it could be anything from a test in school or maybe bullies at school. This kid is not only worried about the normal things that kids worry about, he's worried about whether or not he is ever going to get a family. That's what he told me. So we want to encourage you to learn more about kids like Daniel. Again, he's 10 years old. He wants to be adopted. He knows fully. He is fully aware that he needs a family, and he would be a great addition to someone's family. So do tune in for his story tonight. Now I want you to tune in. Oh, we've got this story to share.
I'm in 10th grade. I'm a huge history fan. I love Greek and Egyptian mythologies, but I love to read. I'm thinking of an auto mechanic. But I'm also thinking of a history teacher. So I'm big on the Bible, and I'm a Christian. I try to go to church as much as I can, and I quite enjoy it. I would love to go to Tokyo. I'm a big animal lover. I lived on a dairy farm my aunt and uncle owned, and I worked with the animals quite a bit. I mean, I was pretty much in charge of the calves. I love to spend time with family. I think that's really important. When I was growing up, I always went with my uncle and grandpa to hunt for deer and go catfishing. We always catfished at night. I wouldn't mind having siblings. I don't really have a preference on parents. It's just somebody to be there to watch over me or take care of me. See somebody who actually cares, that would be amazing, and I'd be grateful for them.
I apologize. I got right to Keaton's story. Keaton is our Grant Me Hope kid from last week, and I was able to share his story thanks to our partners with Grant Me Hope. Grant Me Hope is able to interview these kids in Michigan. They put their stories together, and then they share them with TV stations throughout the state of Michigan. But because we cover Michigan news, we are able to share those stories as well. So our thanks again to Grant Me Hope. You heard Keaton talk about it. He is a teenager who is in need of adoption, and he is very faith-filled. His faith is very important to him. He actually likes reading the Bible, and he looks forward to going to church with his new family. So keep that in mind. Keaton dressed up for his interview. Did you notice that? Suit and tie. I like it. Keaton is a very polite and courteous young man, and he would make a great addition to someone's family. A lot of these older teens, they are fully aware that they are going to be looking for jobs, maybe joining the military, going to college. They're within 2 or 3 years of moving out, but it's those critical years that really help a child either succeed or fail. And we know that having a family can make all the difference. Maybe it's someone who's just helping them learn how to get a driver's license. Maybe it's somebody who helps them have an address of where they can get their college application sent to. Someone who can speak up for them for services that they may need in education in high school. these are the little things that parents step in and fill that gap. And these kids just maybe need that little extra help. We know that there are services available for a lot of these kids that can continue long after adoption. So we are really encouraging folks to check into this. Adoption from foster care is often very financially better than if you were to seek adoption through an agency. There's quite a bit of savings there. And yeah, so consider adoption from foster care. Consider just becoming a foster parent. That might be something that works well for your family. Again, this is our Wednesday's Child story from last week. Again, tonight's story that runs just before 6 is Daniel, and he is only 10 years old, and we certainly hope you'll tune in for his story tonight. But this is our Wednesday's Child. This is what we do on Wednesdays. Thank you so much for joining us here on our Facebook Live, and check out our stories. You can find all of them at WNDU.com.